Glad to know we have Germans here. Where I'm like, hey, we're gonna have a nice and you're not giving us back.
This video is a bit different than they usually are. I think this is the first actual heckler video that I'm posting. I mean, we get a lot of stuff where people shout stuff out, but usually they're trying to be in good spirits and we can just keep it fun and light and move on and bring something fun to the show. That's not always possible. Admittedly, this was an interactive show. The audience was encouraged to participate, but these people took it a bit too far. It was a birthday party of 14 people just being the most obnoxious, douchey, self-absorbed lads that you could expect them to be in a show that only had about 20 people. So the fact that they dominated by numbers made them feel like it was their obligation to interrupt everybody and then try to make the show about them all the time. Which to an extent, we can make that work. We can have some fun with it. But at a certain point, it starts to ruin the show for everyone else and make people uncomfortable, and it has to be addressed.
Students, hands up. What do you study? I hope to God, that sounds like the engineer who invented all the planes for Wizz Air. And just like, hey, what's up? Bucket. I'm like, should I take my shoes off? You're like, you're not gonna, don't leave your shoes on because we're gonna Fred Flintstone this shit to Amsterdam.
No need for English, eh?
No need for English.
Just numbers.
Just a number, yeah.
I feel like that's just German. You guys might disagree because a lot of you speak German natively, but it's not. I feel like German artists were all like colored by numbers because that's what you just do. Like, oh, the numbers, they are beautiful. I'm like, do you guys speak English very well? And they're like, not very well, but 2765292. I'm like, why did you just say that? And the other Germans are like, I am from Austria. 0.697.
So far, harmless enough. A little fun at his expense makes him feel like he's special. He's gotten the spotlight on him. It should be enough. But apparently, it's not, because he goes on to heckle the next comedians and try to derail their conversations with other people. Finally, we come to the end of the show. Jack Holmes gets on stage, and 30 seconds into Jack's act, the birthday boy starts heckling him. Gets progressively more disruptive, not taking any hints, gets more aggressive. I'm not going to include all of it because it's not my set, but here's just a taste of it so you can get a gist of what was happening.
It's so hard to understand you, mate.
It's what? Oh, sir, welcome to the show. What, sorry?
British?
I'm British, but your fucking shit-ass country has affected my accent over the last 8 years. Now I sound like I'm sucking 2 Austrian dicks at the same time when I speak, which you can thank the IMS for that sort of treatment.
I don't want to imagine.
What's up? You're gonna. What's your name, shithead?
Sorry?
What's your name, Wie heißen Sie, Arschloch? Alright, so for the non-English natives, please, when you think of a sentence, say it in your head first, and work out whether it makes sense.
So now that Jack's on stage, the show should be over, but he's been heckling to the very end. And we just found out that the reason he's doing it, the reason why he's so self-absorbed, the reason why all these 14 guys are chanting in German, a way that's very, very reminiscent of the 40s. Is because it's his birthday. And with them just derailing the end of the show, I felt like it needed to be addressed. I wanted to try to end on a good note that got people laughing, instead of the awkward, uncomfortable way that it would have ended if I just said, okay, that was the show. Thanks a lot, dickhead. And again, I don't usually get this aggressive with an audience member, not to say that I don't enjoy it at times, but it just usually isn't justified. And if it's not justified, it's super uncomfortable for everybody. But you can tell by the way the people are laughing at what happens that they also had enough. So let's address it.
Here we go for Jack Holmes. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know it was your birthday. I'm not gonna say happy birthday because you're obnoxious. I didn't know it was your birthday, but I knew it was your birthday because you brought 14 people with you. What?
How about singing? I heard some people are singing.
I stand by what Jack said. You should really think about these sentences before you say words. This is insane. So, quick question. Of the 14 people, which I'm not convinced, I would say 13 of Florian's friends, but like, there's no way he has that many friends. So, 14 people, raise your hand real quick that are in the group of 14. That's 12 too few.
Couldn't stand your jokes.
I could say the same thing for you.
So bad.
You look like a Ken doll. Okay, have you guys seen Toy Story? Remember the evil kid who would like melt all his toys and attach like a fishing rod to like hooker legs? You look like if a Ken doll got stuck at Sid's house too long. And they were like, hey, let's make it look like it's been molested. And you're right, I know you're tired of my jokes, not a joke, just an observation. So, I want to end the show on a good note. So, 14 people, raise your hand again. Cool, I'm not talking to any of you. So, what's your name? I'm going to talk to you. What's your name? Lana. Where are you from?
I'm Austrian.
Austrian? What do you do? Hey, sorry, hold on. If you could just, hey, Lorian, if you want your dick sucked, I'll suck it. I'll suck your dick just so I can spit your cum back in your face. Happy birthday! Oh, you want icing on that cake? You're so obnoxious, but I get it, because it's your week. It's my birthday this year, so I think I'm special.
Every year.
No, I understand how birthdays work, but thank you. Wow, you are good with math. Hey guys, did you know birthdays come every single year? I studied mechanical engineering, so I know it. You said mechanical engineering like you were currently sucking. I'm engineering the shit out of that dick. You know vibrating cock rings? I made those. I also made them crash into water like a Malaysian airline. Yeah, you want to get that dick wet? We'll just sploosh right in there. You are obnoxious, and you love it. That's the worst part.
So that was it. Am I proud of what I said? A little bit. But next week's video will be a fun one. So like and subscribe, and hopefully there won't be too many more Heckler videos because hopefully people won't be dicks.